One of the topics that I have been requested to cover today is why do we feel so tired or low on energy almost most part of the day. That's the requested video by one of my subscribers, and I'm going to cover the reasons in detail and also try and give you some suggestions around it. So welcome back. I am Pujita Singh, a certified life coach, NLP coach and an author. If this topic resonates to you, I would request you to listen until the end, because you will definitely find something to go back and implement for yourself or for your near and dear ones. So why do people feel low on energy, or why do people feel tiredness in their most part of the day? There are couple and multiple reasons behind it. The first reason is if you are on a nutrient deficiency, okay, which means there is some vitamin which is lagging in you or maybe deficient in you, because of which you are feeling fatigue or tiredness or low on energy. That's number one. So I would highly recommend to go back and consult your doctor or medical practitioner who are experts to look into this. Of course, you have to go through some tests and then go with the results. So number one is definitely there is some nutrient deficiency which is creating this issue in your body. Number two, it could also be that there could be an underlying medical condition in your body or system, which means there is something that's lagging in you, or there is something that is getting created in your body or system, which means either it could be your thyroid, it could be any other medical condition which has started generating and which has started reflecting in your body system. So there is nothing to get scared about. The science has developed so much in the world and around our country as well. So I would highly recommend you to get your thyroid level tested. It could be the case that maybe that could be at a very beginning stage, or it could have maybe increased suddenly for whatever reasons. Number three reason could be your stress level. Stress is very normal if it's done, or if it's created, or if it's in you or surroundings around you in a capacity that can be managed. Anything beyond that, if it goes in excess level, which means it has created and started reflecting at a chronic stage. When stress reaches the stage of a chronic stage, it starts reflecting as a fatigue or tiredness or low on energy on a day-to-day basis. So very importantly that you got to manage your stress. There are multiple ways you can manage stress. I've covered a lot of videos in the past. You can go back and look into the folder of practical steps or best practices folder in my channel. There's a lot of information around that. I would request you to go back and implement some of those, which means your stress is not in a controlled stage right now, and that is developing in other parts of your mental health, and which is also showing up in your physical state right now, which is reflecting in your energy levels, right? Number fourth one could be because of your maybe irregular sleep pattern. It could be because you are someone who's sleeping maybe for less hours, or maybe your quantity of sleep could be higher, but the quality of sleep and rest is not good, which means you have a lot of tiredness within your sleep. You have irregular sleep patterns, or you don't have sufficient or average 6 to 8 hours sleep in a very qualitative way, right? That could also be a reason why you could be feeling that tiredness or low energy level. Fifth one could also be that you're not doing anything which passionates you in life, which doesn't keep you on high energy, right? Bare minimum that I keep telling to all my viewers and subscribers, or my lovely people who land up on any of my videos, I keep telling them, if you are someone who is not practicing any physical exercise in your life, whether you are a male or a female, whatever could be your mental state, even if you're not obese, it's fine, but having that body movement is extremely important. If you're someone who is not having any regular exercise in your life, you don't move your body enough, then the energy is quite stagnant in your body, which is reflecting in what you are attracting in your life, which means very clearly you're not doing things that makes you happy. When you don't do exercises, when you don't do things that makes you happy, then you generate lot of stress level hormones, and that creates a very close creation of anxiety, depression, fear, and so much more, right? This video is not meant to scare you. I'm only trying to say that if you get this awareness, I think it's always good to go back and quickly work on it, right? Because these things are the ones which will start reflecting in your long-term issues, which you can maybe never go back and change, or change it maybe after it's too late, right? And it will start developing in your health. So there are multiple such things, right? What is important is, if you are doing everything that keeps you happy, you're pursuing your hobby, you're having regular you're pursuing your hobby, you're having regular sleep, quality sleep, in fact, doing things that makes you happy. I keep repeating this again. Or you're someone who is managing your stress really well, right? Or you're someone who is keeping a tab on your regular health checkups. You're keeping a tab on what you're eating, how you're eating, how much you're eating. And most important thing, people start feeling fatigue and tiredness also when they have put on weight, right? I don't want to go with the list of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and things like that to scare you more. But if you are someone who has put on weight, or you feel your body is taking too much of your weight, and the whole energy is going in that, I would highly recommend you to check with your doctor if you can go with intermittent fasting or water fasting. Trust me, results are amazing. Scientifically, it's proven it's good for health, but we as humans are conditioned that you have to eat 3 times a day. You should eat, regularly and things like that. Body needs break. Body needs some gap to go back and digest and give you that real you as a health. This is what even Ayurveda tells us, but people just go back and do what society tells them, or we keep eating a lot of junk food and so much more. I am not here to tell you to leave everything and become a saint in your life, right? But all I'm trying to tell you is, have everything in a moderative measure. Whatever you do in life, right, try and have a controlled way of doing it. Once in a while it's fine. When you go out for a party, you're having your family treat and things like that, it's absolutely okay to give that break for yourself. But what is not okay is when you do it excessively, and when you do it more often, then the problem creates, right? All these are medical reasons, or could be a scientific reason, and most common reasons why people may feel fatigue or tiredness or low energy throughout the day. The other reasons also could be, especially from spirituality standpoint or from other things that I have felt in my life when I was going through this phase, is definitely when there is no body movement, which means there is no physical exercise, there is no morning routine, there is no evening routine, right? That's number one. The other important thing is when you are loading yourself with excess junk in terms of what you're absorbing as information. I would suggest practice digital detox, right? That is also important one, because if you are absorbing a lot of negative news, what's happening across the world, what's happening in the financial industry, maybe share trading, so much more, then what happens is you absorb so much of negativity, worries, tension, anxiety, and that starts developing in your body, right? Third, it could be that you are not resting well, right? When I say resting well, I don't mean physical rest by sleep, which means you should know how to control your mind. If you don't know how to control your mind, there are enough and more practices in spirituality and so much more that people practice today across the world. I would suggest to pick some of those, right? Practice gratitude, practice meditation, practice silence. People just don't do that, and they just keep on with so much of information overload, right? So you got to give that peace or a break to your mind. Control that mind. If you can do that, nothing like it, right? Fourth, it could also be that you are spending your energy in non-productive way, which means you are not doing something which is making you feel complete from within, right? You as a human being are so much busy in making a living for yourself and family that you have forgot to live for yourself. When you start getting into this kind of a thought process, your growth begins, your real growth begins, right? So as humans, I would really request, because there is so much information out there, there is so much of distraction out there, people just end up listening to it, getting into it, talking about it, gossiping about it. Nothing can beat you if you practice silence. Nothing can beat you if you know where you need to focus your attention. Stop taking others' negativity, right? There are a lot of reasons why you could feel low on energy. It could be that you have maybe a friend of yours, a good friend of yours, called you and shared something negative, and now he has given or she has given that negative energy to you, and you are thinking so much about it. Now, where is the problem? The problem was you absorbing that negativity or whatever happened on the call, and then whole day starts draining you. One thing that I want to really tell all my viewers is your time management is nothing but your energy management. Okay? And your energy management is everything. Today you do 10 things and those are not productive, still you will feel low on energy and demotivated. But you manage your energy well, you will have so much time for yourself, you will have so much capacity for yourself, you will have so much to do back for yourself and to the rest of the world that you will not believe the version you have become. I will tell you one classic example. When I practiced intermittent fasting for 7 days very recently, I lost the challenge of not waking up early in the morning. That was fixed, right? I could get up like 5 a.m., 4:30 a.m., whatever time I could, I was able to, right? I gave a 16 hours of intermittent fasting, by the way. That's number one. Number two, I was able to feel light, eat light, not feel hungry. At the same time, my medical test results were really doing well in terms of my reports. I of course did it with my doctor's advice and prescription and all that. And the third thing is I had so much energy to do more, right? Do more, be more productive, go back and add so much value to my work, my personal life. I had so much time and space for myself. I was not into any kind of negative discussions. I was away from all kind of distractions in life. I practiced digital detox. I practiced silence for multiple times, and I was able to do things which I couldn't believe that I was able to achieve in those 5 to 7 days. And you know what's the best part? I lost 4 kgs in that particular week. So you can do this maybe once or twice or thrice in a month if you feel, to begin with. And you know what the beauty of this whole thing is? It will give you enough power to initiate, or rather make your resilience power stronger. Your perseverance will become stronger. Your willpower will become stronger. You will not believe the version you will become, right? But of course, it can make you weak and all. So I would suggest you to connect with your doctor and do these things. So when you start feeling better on energy, you will start doing better things in life. You will start doing more things in life, and you will enjoy all aspects of life. When you feel low on energy, you will start impacting your financial life, your emotional life, your sexual life, your family life, and so much more. The damage is more than what you can imagine, because you will only attract shit in life, and you will only end up doing shitty things in life. And I have gone through this myself, and I can go back and tell you the kind of amazing results I created for myself and for the people who came back and reached out to me. So it's never too late. If you felt, or if you're feeling low on energy in the last few days or weeks or months, first get yourself medically tested. Second, watch out for your sleep, for your for your quality of sleep, and most importantly, how much you're eating, what you're eating, what's your weight, what's your BMI, and so much more, right? There are a lot of activity trackers these days in the market. Pick up one for yourself, monitor your numbers, and see how you're doing. And see if you can practice intermittent fasting or water fasting, or it could be dry fasting. It could be anything. All these have scientific results. You can go back and check this for yourself and talk to your doctor as well. Results are going to be amazing. and most importantly, get away from all the negative conversations, get away from all the social media news. Watch what is productive for you, which can create results for you and which can add value to you and your life. This is not a saint behavior. This has become the need of the hour. There is so much out there that you've got to protect your energy, and these are all sensitive things. We might take these things for granted because we have that age today, we have that time today, but tomorrow when we don't have that time, tomorrow when we don't have that age, we are not so much young, we start feeling that I wish I could have worked on that aspect long time back and I would not have wasted my time. So think before it's too late, and very good thing is that you started thinking about it already, which is so awesome, right? So I hope you found this useful. This video became a little longer today, but I think this was the need, because this topic is so huge in itself. I can talk about it for hours together because I have experienced this for little over 2 years, and I have gone through all the kind of implementations that I've done, and I was really successful. Yes, of course there were certain learnings as well which I ensured that I go back and teach my subscribers as well. So thank you so much for listening to me patiently as always. And if you found anything useful, please comment on the comment section. Let me know what are the other topics you're interested to listen from me, and if there are anything, any challenge that anyone is going through, please feel free to write it in the comment section. I would love to make videos on such topics. This keeps me on my toes and helps me be closer to my passion and give back to the world as much as I can, to the capacity that I can. And I would love to do this work back to the society. So thank you so much for all your patience, for all your listening, for all your active engagement of late, and for doing what you do every single day. Be the lovely people and the person that you are. And with that, thank you so much. Until then, bye-bye.